I gotta try to keep up on the top women in my sport, all weight classes, just out of my interest and my love for the sport. And just because when I retire, I want to stay involved in the sport, so I gotta know what's going on. As far as ins and outs, who's coming up, who's retiring, who's good, who's not, who's all talk, who's not all talk.
What do you think about the crossover lately? There have been a lot of female boxers crossing over to MMA. Heather Hardy crossed over, and next Amanda Serrano is crossing over to the MMA world. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, more power to them. I mean, I think it's smart on their end as long as they keep the same work ethic as they have in boxing. As far as them building up their fan base and their skills in boxing and then crossing over at the right time, I think it's good for them. On the flip side, they're kind of taking away from what we're trying to build here in women's boxing and kind of having the spotlight back on women's boxing. Well, I mean, to each their own. They're taking the route, the right way, the correct way. They have a really good team behind both of them, and they have a crazy work ethic, especially Amanda Serrano. That girl has a really good team, and her work ethic, you can't teach that kind of work. So, more power to them. I think it's a smart move. They're just warriors in a cage, in a ring. It don't matter.
Do you feel like boxing promotes females properly?
No, not at all. They did, and they're trying to get back to that, but it's just the way they only put one female fight, if that, on a card, and they don't televise us as much as they should and promote us. It's more of a novelty, like they'll put the pretty girl on that can't fight. It needs to step up still. I mean, overseas, we get a lot of love. We're treated a lot differently. Their fighters are treated a lot differently. Over here, America needs to step it up. So I think they need to still have a lot of work to do.
When you say the pretty girl that can't fight, are we speaking about someone specifically, or?
No, just because when you think of the normal average person thinks of female boxing, obviously the first person they think of is Layla Ali. I'm not saying she's a pretty girl who can't fight, but you don't see, luckily it's getting a little more popular now, but there's so much talent out there that people don't see. They just kind of look for the pretty girls, the ones who show on the skin, you know what I mean? Which is no problem. That's your forte, cool, but it needs to be something that we're just fighters, It just shouldn't be something that just, we're going to put the pretty girl on from a promotional. It should be because she can fight and she looks pretty or whatever. It shouldn't just be based on just a girl in a bikini weighing in, you know what I mean? It should be more than that. It just should be based on skill, just like men's boxing is. Or men should wear bikinis.